the Urban Meyer era has come to an end quicker than most Jaguars fans would have wanted or would have wished for. Now, I think the writing on the wall was there all along. I think the way that Urban Meyer handled his exit in Florida, the way he handles his exit at Ohio State, the way he handled his locker room with Utah, Florida State, or Florida, excuse me, and Ohio State, we kind of knew how it would work. And I think Urban Meyer's transactions early on in his with his staff, I think should have gave or like foreshadowed how his tenure with the Jaguars should have went. The first head scratcher was during the draft. James Robinson had an excellent rookie year as an undrafted rookie, and Urban Meyer drafts Travis Etienne, and then later benching James Robinson, who several players, including Trevor Lawrence, said and addressed to Urban Meyer that he was their best player. Why are you benching him? I think that decision was a head scratcher. Trading away C.J. Henderson, who was a top 10 pick, for basically nothing to Carolina early on in the season was another one of those head scratching decisions. And everybody's going to be like, wait, Urban Meyer was the head coach. Yet the GM gave Urban Meyer some decisions, and it was later revealed that it was Urban Meyer's decision to draft ETN, despite him saying in press conferences that he didn't even want him. He wanted Kadarius Toney. And then later it was revealed that Urban Meyer was the one that initiated the C.J. Henderson trade, as he thought it would be a best fit to get him out and rebuild the secondary. When Urban Meyer really has no idea what players on defense, as he doesn't know who got playing time on the defensive side of the ball, didn't even know their record when he was asked in an interview. And I'm going to paraphrase this. Urban Meyer was talking about the record and when they were first eliminated for the playoffs, and he said, well, whatever our record was, we're 2 and whatever we are. Doesn't know certain players' names when addressing them, or staff members' names, which just kind of shows how the locker room was and how toxic it was under Urban Meyer. And then week 4, after the Bengals game, Urban Meyer lied to his team and told him he was staying in Cincinnati to visit with his grandkids, and was later at a bar club having a moment with a female that looked like she was at the age of a college student. And obviously Urban Meyer is in his 60s, so that age gap, and Urban Meyer's married. So that raised some questions within the locker room. Why is our head coach putting himself in that situation, and why does he lie to us and say he's going to go spend time with the grandkids and is out enjoying himself? And then obviously the screaming match that he got with Marvin Jones, several players walking out of meeting rooms and him getting laughed out of the meeting room, players addressing it to the media unanimously or anonymously, whatever you want to call the word or term, pretty much going to the media saying, this is what's happening, but don't put my name out there. Don't say who it was. And it just goes to show how Urban Meyer is as a person, as a coach. Remember, with Florida, the team was going south within the locker room as many players were leaving for the NFL drafts. Players were not getting along. Players were getting arrested, getting into trouble. Urban Meyer couldn't really take hold of the situation, so he retires and says it was because of a medical condition. Goes to Ohio State 2 years later. After winning a national championship, the locker room goes downhill. He is retiring a second time due to a heart condition. Within less than 8 months, he took a job at Fox to do a pregame show on Big Noon Kickoff. And a year after that, takes the head coaching job for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Those type of scenarios and past problems was written all over the wall. And a lot of ESPN analysis people and commentators alluded to that. They talked about it, about how people should have known this was going to happen. And the Jaguars did it to themselves. Urban Meyer was always questioned about his credibility and how he was as a coach with the locker room. As people said, he's a good recruiter, just not a good coach. I predicted it. A lot of people predicted it. And I think the only people that really like Urban Meyer before the Jacksonville Jaguars hire was Ohio State fans. So if you were an Ohio State fan, you loved the hire. if you were a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, you were okay with the hire, and everybody else in the world relating to football kind of knew this was going to happen. So there's nothing else really to say about this. And then, as of late, he was kind of quiet with Urban Meyer, and then he ends up kicking kicker Josh Lambo. How ironic, Urban Meyer kicking a kicker. So that was the final straw for the Jacksonville Jaguars organization, and finally just firing him and terminating his contract, which I think Urban Meyer's future in the NFL is over. And the question now is, will he go do media like another pregame show? Will he go to college or to a falling apart FBS or FCS school and try to rebuild them like he did Bowling Green, Utah, Florida, and Ohio State? Or is he done? My prediction is that he's hopefully done, but I guarantee you a desperate FBS or FCS team will hire him desperately as a last chance to rebuild their program. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you're a Jaguars fan, are you happy or are you happy? So leave a like if you enjoyed. If you don't like it, dislike it, and leave your hate comments below, like the ones I get every video. Thanks for watching, and peace.